and pages, right? Thousands of these pages of every county, right? Of every single attack.
There are thousands of pages of the documented footprints, the foreign intrusion into our elections. We see this is coming from China, in many cases from Huawei, from Alibaba Cloud Service, from China Unicom, from uCloud, from China Mobile, Titong. You know, this also came from Iran as well.
Right.
But this is the foreign intrusion. This is the theft of our vote. But it also is documenting exactly the vote totals that were stolen from Donald Trump.
Right. And this
what we have heard.
Well, this is what I've been telling everyone. This is where you got, if you add these numbers up, when I said, and I actually told the president when I met with him, I said, you know, you actually won this election by almost 80 million votes for you, for Donald Trump, to about 68 million for Biden. And that's not counting all the other kind of theft we talked about earlier in the show. These are the real numbers that were taken off and that were flipped. I mean, this is incredible, everybody. This is historical proof, too. We not only have, this is what we've all been waiting for. And Mary, you said there's a video, too, we want to show?
Yeah, this is a documentation, the proof positive, by cyber experts from in this country that began documenting the theft of our election.
Wow.
They put together the full documentation of every vote beginning on November 1st. So again, from before, during, and after the election, they documented the footprints of the foreign intrusion into our election. That means that foreign adversaries, really, because this was an act of war to come in and steal the election from the American people and decide who our foreign adversaries were going to put in the White House to rule or to be the president of this country.
Right.
Now, there's a video, and so that will show, and are you looking at the video, Mike?
Yeah, we're going to pull up the video here, Mary. Okay, here we go. We just pulled up the video. Wow, what's going on here with all these lines?
Well, the video, what you are watching is the surveillance system. In fact, this is the very surveillance system that was built by people inside this country within the cybersecurity battle space that built some of these tools that were built to keep this country safe. But what you're watching is that every line on that drawing, all those moving lines, they represent the IP addresses of what I just showed you on the chart. So when you understand the hacker's IP address and the IP address of the target and the votes that were stolen, every one of those lines that you're watching move across the chart and showing whether they were successful and how many votes they stole, that documents that. Every red line, as they turn red, as they finish stealing the vote, basically, the red lines are all China. So what you're seeing are the actual files being received and sent. That's a documentation of the real-time theft of our elections.
Wow.
So every line on the map, there's a corresponding line on the sheet. And the color and the line types represent the severity of the attack. Now, red has been the most